we now continue with the same file. Now this time for the same problem, x equal to the amount charged by customers at a department store, mean mu is 500, standard deviation is 80. Okay, now we want the probability or percentage of customers who would charge more than $380. So that is, we want the tail area, $380 and more, not the cumulative probability. So we need to be careful. Once again, x is 380. Okay. Now if we use the function norm.dist and x comma mean comma standard deviation comma 1, now this is going to give us the cumulative probability, but that's not the final answer for this question. So we want the other side greater than 380, so we need to do 1 minus probability that x is less than or equal to 380. So that becomes our final answer. Now we can do the same thing using the norm.s.dist function, for which we have to calculate the z by ourselves. So z is x minus the mean mu divided by standard deviation 80. Okay, now we can use norm.s.dist z comma 1, and once again remember this is cumulative probability, so the final answer is 1 minus that cumulative probability. Okay, now let's look at C. Here it is a combination of A and B. We want the probability between 640 and 700. So we have two x values of 640 and 700. We can use these two x values, okay, 640 and 700. Okay, let's center that. And if you use norm.dist, the first x value, comma mean, comma standard deviation, comma 1, that will give us the cumulative probability for 640. Do the same thing with 700, comma B31, comma B32, comma 1. Now we want the probability between these two values, so you subtract from the larger probability the smaller probability, and that will give us the probability of the customer charges between 640 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 700. We can do the same thing using the norm.s.dist function, and I'll give you the final answer. So again, we compute the two z values and use norm.s.dist to find the probability, and the difference between the larger and the smaller probability is the probability that x is between 640 and 700.